Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It is Thursday, July 27th, 2023. Here's what's happening today in America. Not good news for Hunter. Mitch McConnell with a health scare, a real insurrection in another country, and a crane falling from the sky. That's all coming up. Then Bill will be here with your message of the day. But first, there was a hearing yesterday for Hunter Biden, who failed to pay somewhere between $1.1 million and $1.5 million in federal taxes. He was ready to plead guilty to 2 tax misdemeanors with a recommended sentence of probation. But yesterday did not work out as planned for anyone. It's very complicated if you don't have a law degree, which I don't. But the judge asked if this plea prevented him from another additional charge down the road for illegal foreign lobbying. And both sides were unsure. And then the judge did not like the fact that a gun that Hunter illegally bought because he was a drug user in 2018 was wrapped up into these charges as well. So the judge told each side to file new briefs in 30 days. So it could get much worse for Hunter and presumably Joe. Senator Mitch McConnell was with his fellow senators giving one of their press conferences, and he walked to the podium and just froze, stood there completely zoned out for about 10 seconds or so. His colleagues became increasingly worried as the seconds went on. He was slowly led away from the podium and he shuffled off. He came back 10 minutes later and was asked what happened and said, "I'm fine." He's 81. We usually don't cover too much international news, but I like to highlight when other countries have an insurrection, just to make sure we all know what an insurrection actually looks like. The military of Niger, a country in the middle of Africa, the military, a faction of the military at least, has taken control of the country. The president was seized by members of his presidential guard. The head of the insurrection, in military fatigues, looked at the camera and said, "We have decided to put an end to the regime that you know." That is an insurrection. So avoid travel to Niger if you had vacation plans there anytime soon. A crane in New York City collapsed. 12 people were injured, 9 civilians, 3 firefighters, 10th Avenue and 41st Street. The crane collapsed and hit the building next to it. I'm surprised these things aren't falling down all the time. How do they ever stay up? How can you build a crane that can carry 16 tons of concrete 100 stories in there? It seems impossible. So I guess one can fall down now and again. Bill O'Reilly with your message of the day next.
The chairman of the Fed is promising more pain ahead. Last year, stocks dropped 20%, and this year could be worse. You are right to be worried. So please call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They'll show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Since I have been a client and spokesperson, the price of gold has appreciated more than 35%. So please call today and they'll have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they will give you up to $5,000 of free silver on your first order. Please call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD GOLD to 65532. Again, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. On this Thursday, I got an email from a liberal friend of mine complaining that the evidence against Joe Biden in the money situation doesn't really amount to much. Liberal TV pundit Jessica Tarlev said the same thing, as did Wolf Blitzer's CNN crew. This is all absurd, of course. It is a fact that the Biden family grifted between $17 and $30 million from foreign companies. Joe says he didn't know about the scheme, but his son Hunter said on the infamous laptop that he did. Others involved in the grift back up Hunter. So Joe Biden is in major trouble, and his media protectors will soon have to retreat. But don't expect the left to turn its back on Joe, because they won't. Many Republicans disavowed Richard Nixon, but America was a different place back then. Today, it's all about power and ideology. Honest behavior, way down the list. Fairly soon, karma will visit Joe Biden. The ghosts of thousands of fentanyl victims will swirl. Those women and children migrants, victims of the Mexican cartels, will be present in spirit. Biden's open border policy has caused massive suffering and death. Otherworldly payback is assured. But that will be the least of Joe Biden's upcoming problems. Wait and see. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Let's go to the mail. We got C.K. Durso, Franklin, Tennessee. Nice town right outside of Nashville. Bill, watching you again tonight, always good. Among other pithy comments, you opined that Joe Biden should be impeached on his open border policy alone. Exactamundo. You know, CK, I read your letter because you used the word exactamundo. I haven't heard that since the Fonz in Happy Days. But Biden not enforcing the border law, the immigration laws, is absolutely an impeachable offense. Patrick Dottie, Indio, California. What is happening with the investigation of President Biden concerning the documents that he took when he left office? There's a special counsel. Nobody's ever heard anything about him. And you won't. It'll come back and they didn't do anything wrong. You didn't know. That's exactly what's going to happen. Connie Airback at Talmadge, Ohio. Wow, Bill, I'm shocked when you said a president can pardon himself. Not only am I a simple woman, but apparently a dumb one too. Connie, the Constitution is very long and you can't memorize the whole thing, but a president has the power to pardon himself. And that would happen if Biden's still president. That's why Trump wants to get reelected. As soon as Trump gets reelected, all the other legal stuff goes away. On the federal level, can't pardon yourself against state and local crimes, by the way. So you're not dumb, Connie. It was a good question. Carol, concierge member. Thank you, Carol. Very excited for the release of Killing the Witches. It's a subject matter I've always been fascinated with. From purchasing your books and others I admire, I'm always in the poorhouse. Why? All you got to do is re-up your concierge membership. You get it free. Get Killing the Witches or any of my other killing books free. And then we have amazing deals all over the place. Come on, I can't be breaking you. I know the gas prices and energy are high, but can't be breaking. In a moment, something you might not know. Introducing Team Life Insurance from Team Provider. Home to Big Lou, the life insurance guru. Big Lou specializes in finding affordable term life insurance for individuals with health conditions. Even if you are a 50-year-old guy with a few extra pounds and type 2 diabetes, you can secure $1 million worth of coverage for just $200 per month. Big Lou's team has assisted thousands like you overcoming the belief that term life insurance is unaffordable. Whether you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or suffer from high blood pressure, Big Lou will work to find you a suitable plan. Remember, Big Lou understands your situation. He's on medication too. So contact Big Lou, 800-444-9336, or visit biglou.com for affordable term life insurance, 800-444-9336. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. The Southwest United States is currently experiencing one of the worst heat waves in history. Hardest hit Phoenix, Arizona, temperatures there have exceeded 110 degrees for 14 consecutive days. While Americans turn to swimming pools and air conditioners to cool off, the region's Native Americans deploy the same techniques they used for thousands of years. Here's how Indians survived scorching temperatures before the invention of electricity. The Apache used caves. Living underground reduces the temperature by 30 degrees in some places. If caves were not an option, Apache built thick clay dwellings against the sides of mountains. They were constructed on the south slope of the mountain to avoid the sun's hottest rays. The Navajo lived in circular homes with high ceilings, big windows. The airflow reduced temperatures to 85 degrees during the summer. The structures also retain heat in the cold desert nights. Tribes in Southern California changed their daily schedules. Men became nocturnal, sleeping during the day, working at night. Others simply moved. The Pueblo and Hopi Indians relocated to higher elevations to cool down. Some mountains in the southwest can reach 12,000 feet. Even during a heat wave, temperatures at the top of the mountain can drop to the mid-30s after sundown. And here's something else you might not know. The hottest place on Earth can be found here in the USA, Death Valley, California. The area was once inhabited by the Shoshone Indians, and temperatures in the main city of Furnace Creek can reach 126 degrees. And it did last week. Despite the town's population of just 24, they host an annual golf tournament each summer called the Heat Stroke Open. Could be the hottest sporting event in the world. Sorry. Back after this. If you own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles and have an auto warranty about to expire or have no warranty at all, listen up. Car Shield has a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that's now available to the public. Save on out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. So please call Car Shield now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. 800-925-7584 for a free quote. This protection plan is at an all-time low in price. Drivers who activate the vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. So please call for your free quote, 800-925-7584, 800-925-7584. Hey, what do you have to lose? 800-925-7584. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.